Christmas Eve was supposed to be quiet. That was the whole point. No family drama, no crowded airports, no forced cheer. I rented a small cabin on the edge of a snow-covered town in northern Michigan, thinking the isolation would feel peaceful. Just me, a frozen lake, and a string of warm white lights I hung around the porch to make the place feel less empty. By dusk, the snow was coming down hard, the kind that swallows sound. Even my boots crunching across the porch felt muted, like the world was being wrapped in cotton. Inside, I lit the fireplace and poured myself a drink. A local radio station played soft Christmas music, old hymns and crackly recordings that sounded like they were bleeding through time. Around 9, the power flickered once, then held. I remember thinking how lucky I was. The knock came at 9:17 at night. It was light, almost polite. I froze, glass halfway to my mouth. No one knew I was here. The road leading to the cabin hadn't been plowed in days. I turned the music down and waited. Another knock.
Hello?
A man's voice called.
Sorry to bother you.
I stood behind the door, heart hammering. Through the peephole, I saw a man in a heavy coat, snow clinging to his shoulders. Late 30s, maybe. Normal. Too normal.
My car's stuck down the road,
He said.
My phone died. I just need to warm up for a minute.
Every warning I'd ever heard played in my head. Still, it was Christmas Eve. Snowstorm. No cell service. I cracked the door, chain still on. I can call someone for you, I said. He smiled.
That'd be great.
The smile didn't reach his eyes. I closed the door and locked it, my hands shaking as I picked up my phone. No signal. I tried the landline listed in the cabin guidebook. Dead. When I looked back at the door, the chain was moving, being pulled, slowly. I jumped back as the chain snapped, metal clanging to the floor. The door flew open, slamming into the wall. The man stepped inside, already breathing hard, his politeness gone.
You shouldn't have done that.
He said calmly. I ran. The cabin wasn't big, nowhere to hide. I locked myself in the bedroom, pushing the dresser against the door as he pounded on it with frightening patience. Not rage, calculation.
Please.
He said through the door.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will.
The window was my only option. I smashed it with a lamp and crawled out into the snow, barefoot, glass slicing my palms. The cold was instant agony. I ran blindly toward the trees, the sound of boots crunching behind me. The lights of the cabin disappeared. I don't remember falling, only waking up hours later in a ditch near the road, half buried in snow. A plow driver found me just before dawn. They never found the man. But when police searched the cabin, they found something strange. The fireplace had been turned off, the Christmas music unplugged, and every light switched off, except the porch lights, which was still glowing warmly in the snow. My mother loved Christmas traditions more than people. She loved the tree to be perfect, the table untouched until dinner, the gifts arranged just right. Even after Dad died, even after my brother moved across the country, she insisted we keep everything the same. That Christmas, it was just the two of us. The house felt too big, too quiet. Mom filled the silence with carols, humming as she wrapped gifts late into the night. I noticed she kept checking the front window, pulling the curtain back just a little. Expecting someone? I asked. She shook her head too quickly.
Just being cautious.
Christmas morning, I woke to the smell of cinnamon and coffee. The tree glowed in the corner, lights blinking softly. Underneath it sat a single gift I hadn't noticed before. No tag. It was wrapped in brown paper and tied with twine, nothing like the others. "What's that?" I asked. Mom froze when she saw it.
I didn't put that there.
She whispered. We checked the doors, all locked, windows intact, no footprints in the snow outside. The gift sat innocently under the tree, like it belonged. Against my better judgment, I picked it up. It was heavy. Inside was a shoebox. Inside that, a bundle of old photographs. My family, my parents, my brother and me as kids. But the photos got stranger as I flipped through them. Pictures of our house taken from outside, through windows, at night. Then photos of me, leaving work, unlocking my car, standing at this very front door. The last photo made my stomach drop. It was of my mother, taken last night, asleep in her bed. Mom started crying.
I told him to stop.
She said.
I told him it was over.
She confessed then. A man she'd met months ago, lonely, persistent. When she tried to cut contact, he didn't accept it. He said Christmas was for forgiveness. The doorbell rang. We didn't move. It rang again, slow, deliberate. Mom backed away, shaking.
He said he'd bring me a gift.
The knocking started when we didn't answer, harder this time. Angry. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911, whispering our address. As the operator spoke, the glass in the front door shattered inward. He stepped inside, smiling like we were rude guests.
Merry Christmas,
He said. Police arrived minutes later. He didn't resist. As they led him away, he looked straight at my mother.
I still have one more gift for you.
He said. That night we found it, under the tree. A photo that hadn't been there before, taken from inside the house, of us standing together, holding the shoebox. By the time I realized the voicemail wasn't meant for me, it was already too late to ignore it. I worked the front desk at a small hotel off the interstate, one of those places people stop at because they're too tired to keep driving, or because their plans fell apart. On Christmas Eve, the place was almost empty. Most travelers push through to be home for the holidays, the ones who usually don't want company. Around 11:40 p.m., the phone rang. I answered with the practiced cheer I'd been faking all night. Front desk, how can I help you? Static, then breathing. At first, I thought it was a bad connection. I waited, finger hovering over the hang-up button. Hello? I said. A man spoke quietly, like he didn't want to be overheard.
I think I'm in the wrong room.
That's okay, I said. What room are you in? He hesitated.
I don't know.
My skin prickled.
Sir, are you a guest at the hotel?
Another pause. His breathing sounded uneven, like he'd been walking.
I just needed to hear a voice.
He said. Then the line went dead. I stared at the phone for a long moment, then checked the call log. No room number, no extension, just external. I told myself it was nothing. People are lonely on Christmas, people drink, people prank call hotels because they're bored. 5 minutes later, the elevator dinged. I looked up from my computer and felt my stomach drop. No one had swiped a keycard. The lobby camera showed the elevator doors opening on the first floor, empty. No one stepped out. The doors closed again. I stood up slowly, heart pounding, and leaned over the desk to check the hallway. Empty. The Christmas tree in the corner blinked softly, reflected in the glass doors. I locked the front doors, something I technically wasn't supposed to do until midnight. The click of the deadbolt echoed too loudly. At 12:03 a.m., the phone rang again. This time I didn't answer right away. It rang 6 times before stopping. Then a voicemail notification popped up on the screen. I played it.
Hi.
The same man whispered.
I figured it out. I'm not in the wrong room.
My throat went dry.
I'm in the wrong building.
The message ended. I checked the cameras again. The parking lot was empty except for my car and a single sedan near the far fence that hadn't been there earlier. Its lights were off, windows dark. I called my manager. No answer. I called the non-emergency police line, feeling stupid even as I did it. The dispatcher asked routine questions. Was anyone threatening me? Had I seen anyone inside?
No, I said. But someone keeps calling, and the elevator.
Probably a guest walking around, she said gently. It's Christmas Eve. I hung up feeling embarrassed and more alone than before. At 12:30, the elevator dinged again. This time someone stepped out. A man in a winter coat, hood up, face turned down. He walked slowly toward the desk.
Can I help you?
I asked, forcing my voice steady. He stopped a few feet away.
I couldn't sleep.
He said.
The walls are thin.
What room are you in?
I asked. He smiled faintly.
I told you, I'm not in the wrong room.
My pulse roared in my ears.
I need to see your key card.
I said. He didn't move.
I was staying across the street,
He continued conversationally.
at the motel that burned down last week.
My stomach clenched. I remembered the news story. Electrical fire. 1 fatality. Unidentified.
There's no one there anymore,
He said softly.
but I still woke up in my room.
I stepped back, reaching under the desk for the panic button. He watched me do it.
I wouldn't.
He said.
No one comes on Christmas.
The lobby lights flickered. That was enough. I ran. I bolted for the back office, slammed the door, locked it, and shoved a chair under the handle. My hands shook so badly I dropped my phone twice before dialing 911. Through the thin door, I heard slow footsteps cross the lobby. Stop. Turn. A knock, gentle.
I just wanted somewhere warm to stay.
He said. Police arrived 12 minutes later. They found the lobby empty, no sign of anyone, no record of a guest matching the description. But when they reviewed the phone system, they found something that made the officer go quiet. The voicemails weren't from outside lines. They were from the basement phone. The hotel didn't have a basement. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video drops. Until next time, my friends.